Hey guys, so apparently I've been talking for like the last 5 minutes, and I didn't realize that the button I click is actually the wrong button. So thanks to wait, let me turn on the chat. So sorry, I was having some problems with my Microsoft Surface tablet. I guess you guys didn't hear it, but I've been actually talking to Mike for the last 5 minutes, explaining that today I will need your guys' help to check the audio levels because I cannot use a separate tablet for the JP Stream audio because my Microsoft Surface is broken again. Right now you guys are hearing the voices of Camille and Alciriel. I don't know what you're talking about because I wasn't paying attention. But one thing I will say is earlier on, this is right now what's going on is a audio check that is being done by Nakai-san and the rest. And earlier what they said that I actually said into the mic, but that I wasn't actually streaming live, so you guys didn't hear this. But earlier what they said was, so later they're going to announce a collab. And so far a lot of predictions people have had is FF8 or FF5. So right now, Camilo and Alciriel's voice actors are having a bunch of fun. So Camilo for the stream is trying to act in a certain way, and Alciriel is telling him, you know, that kind of acting and behavior is already filled by some other character. You don't need to do this sort of thing. That's not you. And Alciriel just say, well, now that everyone's been kept waiting, soon the real protagonist of tonight will come on. And now we are officially starting the stream. How's the audio for you guys actually? Because all I have to go by for tonight is the and that was the voice actor of Mons doing his kingly announcement to kick off the start of the anniversary stream as usual. How is the JP stream voices like? Should I turn it up, or is right now a good balance? So this is Kensho Ono, the voice behind Mont. Audio is low. Okay. What about now? Is it much better? Take a look at the schedule. The studio, the decorations. So this is the voice of Lucio. She is congratulating the game and the main protagonist, Mont and Marjorie, for finally getting married. And for tonight, let's have plenty of fun. And now Lucio's voice actor is explaining that unfortunately Nishida-san, the voice actress behind Killfei, who was supposed to be on the stream as the MC, she unfortunately is sick and not feeling well, so she couldn't appear on the stream tonight. So in her place, Lucio will be the one doing the MC duties instead, and he will try his best. Nishida-san, please have lots of rest and get well soon. And he throws the microphone back to His Excellency Kensho Ono, the voice of Mont Leonis. Primo Dim says audio level's good. Okay, I'm glad. So this is Issei Maria, who is the voice behind Rafu. That was amazing. I didn't actually listen to what she was saying, but just the ambience for that was just amazing. And this is Kiyono-san. Oh, the voice actress for Ramada. Monte Leonis, congratulations on your wedding, is what Ramada's voice actor just said in her voice. This is Camino's voice actor. Hey everyone, I'm here, is what he said in Camino's voice. That was El Shirel's voice actress saying, "Oh, I'm still awake, don't worry." And tonight, as the sort of player representative on behalf of the players, this is Asaruto-san, who does a lot of the community stuff for World of Visions JP, and he streams a lot as well. Robotaku says 100 cross Ramada soon. I'm pretty sure that's not the reason why. They just had Asaruto-san do a voice since, you know, he was preceded by a bunch of voice actors. And I'm sure you guys can tell that the voice that he was acting out. And now, this is a more recent member of the broadcast for World of Visions. Ishikawa Rie-san, who is also known as Misoshiru. And she is kind of like the representative for newer players, people newer to the game. This is her first official anniversary broadcast with the rest. And now we're looking at World of Visions game director, Fujita. I think you're probably the time close to mic. Oh, okay. And now the person you're looking at is operations producer Nakai-san. He says he will try his best for tonight's broadcast. I just adjusted the volume of my mic a little bit. Hopefully it's better now. If it's not, do let me know and then I'll try and make further adjustments. And here is Hirono, series producer, FFB series producer Hirono. He'll do his best for tonight as well. How is the audio balance now, guys? Is it better? Do I need to make my mic volume even lower? Okay, so I'll be watching the chat the whole time, so like if you guys feel like the audio balance is kind of off, just let me know and I'll see if I can try and you know, try and fix something. Because like I said, because the way that I'm doing it tonight is different from the other live streams. I usually plug my microphone, or rather my headset, into like my tablet and stuff like that. So this time around, the audio mix is not as good as before, maybe. I'll try and see if maybe I turn up the gain too much. Hey, Soren Severin. Soren Severin says, hi from Paris. Okay, good to know the audio is good. So I wasn't paying attention to what the voice actress of Ramada was actually saying. I'm sorry about that, but let's see if I can try and figure out what she's saying here. She's talking about the story scenario for World of Visions and her thoughts on the game and story, and of course on Ramada. Like Ramada is kind of like a big sister role kind of thing. So she's hoping that if the the producers could in the future make like a younger version of Ramada, that might be nice. That might be interesting. So Lucio's voice actor just asked Camilo's voice actor if there was anything he remembers from the voice recording sessions. And Ashiral's voice actor just said, usually they record their lines separately. But recently there was an opportunity where they actually were able to record together. And because of that, Camilo's voice actor said that recording session was really, really easy to do because people were just there. And so the two of them, just like how Camilo and El Shirel are like in the game, those two get along quite well in real life as well, the voice actors. And just now what we said was, players are always asking, so when the heck is Camilo and Ashira gonna get married? And then Camilo's voice actor was just confirming, wait a minute, so Mont and Marjorie's marriage? Is that something that Camilo knows? And then the operations team just confirmed, yeah, he already knows about it in the game. So he has no chance at all. And now Lucio's voice actor is talking about his experience. He's a big fan of Rafu, the Dark Warrior of the Crystals. Because although, obviously when they record it, they do it separately for the most part. But once Lucio's voice actor actually heard the voices in the game, wow, he really fell in love with the character, Rafu. And Rafu's voice actor just said, whenever she's recording as Rafu, she has to awaken her inner Chuni build. Because Rafu is a character who is really purposely saying all these very cringy kind of things in a Chuni Bio kind of fashion, but she actually thinks those are really cool lines. So it's a very interesting experience for her. And I think it's something that when it comes to global, you guys will see, it's actually a very interesting character as well. And now they're gonna play for us some voice messages recorded by people who cannot attend the stream. This is the voice actress for Mashiri, Lin. Congratulations for reaching the 3rd anniversary. It came all too soon. Time really flies. And obviously it's a event worth celebrating. It's a joyous occasion. And with the story in the game, finally we are at part 3 of the main story as well. With Marjorie and Mont finally able to get married together. When she's playing her role as Marjorie, she always has this heartfelt feeling. Because Marjorie is as a character, she's always had obstacles she has to overcome in the past. But she's really done well, and finally she's able to deserve her happiness. So she's really happy for Marjorie as well. And for today's official stream, because it's a joyous occasion, everybody is celebrating. So unfortunately, this time she could not attend. So we'll have to do with the video message, but she definitely hopes that next time she will be able to actually make an appearance and join everyone in the celebrations. Congratulations again for 3rd anniversary, and yeah, that was Lin, the voice actress of Marjorie. Stray Light says they will get married, no spoilers. Well, I've done my best to avoid spoilers, but it's really difficult to talk about tonight's live stream, the JP live stream, without talking about the marriage. Because even in the past, Hiruno-san has told us before that part 3 of the main story will kick off with a wedding, right? So, yeah, but don't worry too much about it. When you see it in the game, it's actually, there's a lot of details that are not spoiled for you yet, and it's definitely worth looking forward to. Yeah, the main photo, as Iris Elias says, the main photo has been their wedding. And the free vision card we get for the 3rd anniversary is also a picture of their wedding as well. So, unfortunately, it's just something that, cannot be avoided at all whatsoever. But don't worry too much, because really a lot of things happen at the start of main story part 3. So really, what you just got, the wedding, that's like a really small minor spoiler. Right now they're talking about a Twitter campaign they're having to basically pick up comments for people who want to join in the fun and celebrate and tweet out celebratory remarks for War of the Visions 3rd anniversary, and then later on in the stream they'll pick up some of the tweets that are being sent out by users to showcase on the stream itself, like what you're seeing right now at the bottom. So those are all messages from players. So right now, as you can see, everyone has a table, and on their tables they have a tablet. This is something they prepared for tonight's stream. They are planning to do a trivia quiz tournament sort of kind of thing, because it's a celebration event, a joyous celebration this time. They want to have, they want to be able to have all the guests tonight to be able to draw a bunch of stuff, and then they'll basically line up all the drawings to form like a kind of like celebration collage. There's a lot of things they're gonna introduce to us tonight. So all of the tablets that they have, they are all hooked up to a giant whiteboard that will be shown off at the end of the stream. Like all of everyone's drawings will come together in a giant whiteboard piece. So look forward to that. And Nakai-san just encourage everyone, please do your best to, draw something fun and interesting on the tablets. So right now, Lucio-san, or the voice actor for Lucio, is going to read out to us the contents. We begin with the collab information, followed by 3rd anniversary event campaigns. And then they're going to show us the finals of the year-long esports tournament. Next up, number 4 is the latest update information. And finally, we end off with anniversary presents. Tonight, there is guild battle in Japan tonight, which means that typically we're expecting roughly a 2-hour long stream, so that JP players watching the stream still have one last hour after this to go and do their guild battle. So straight away we're gonna start with collab. People have been guessing FF5, FF8, but what could it be? What is it? Seems like, well, seems they do have tablets. So here we go, the video. Hmm? Hmm? Oh, She's here! She's here, you guys! Screw Sephiroth, I'm gonna pull for Yuffie. Who cares about Sephiroth? Yuffie's the one! Wait. Oh, 2 vision cards. And what's this? Crimson Mare is the collab boss for the event. And on top of that, of course, everyone from FF7R is going to come back. There we go, Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. And once again, free Tifa for those who don't already have it. Well, who was the one I saw earlier who predicted FF7R? Oh, is Yuffie fire? Lucio's like, oh my gosh, it's every guy's dream. So although Lucio's voice actor is excited for Sephiroth, he's also super excited that, you know, finally for people who don't have Cloud, you can finally get him again. The collab will take place from November 8 to December 23. Ryan, yeah, you were the one who wished it earlier. So now you gotta spend, right? And now they're going through all the old stuff that's coming back. Of course, we're getting a rerun of all the old stuff this period. Wait, is that a... Oh, okay, 1 month and 2 weeks. Oh, November 8th. That starts next Monday. 6, 5, 6... No, next Tuesday. So, people are already talking about this in the comments, in the JP chat. What kind of upgrades will the returning cast get? So first they're going to start with talking about Cloud. And to that we go to director Fujita-san. Here we go. He's saying it's a little bit dark. So Cloud is a unit that's already out. So he's gonna just go brief on him. Lightning unit costs 90. You guys know the sub-jobs. Limit Burst, Climb Hazard, I don't know what it's called in Global. So before he go into the upgrades, he's gonna talk about what kind of unit Cloud is for the people who don't already have Cloud or know about what Cloud does in the game. So Cloud is a unit that is still able to perform on the front lines even now. And moving forward, he's going to talk about the upgrades. Oh, he's going to talk about the upgrades later on. So moving on to Ares. Water unit. She has Quick and Water Saber. As you guys know, she's a healer unit. Mark, Mark Joseph Antonio says, we just recently had a dark unit. So hopefully the new units are something else. Chris Matt says it's probably 9 for the new collab. Well, they said that there will be a collab announced tonight. Most likely, I think this is just the only collab that's going to happen for 3rd anniversary. They could announce a second one, but so far they haven't said anything about doing 2 collabs at the same time. And there are actually quite a number of JP players who don't like it when they do have overlapping collabs, because it feels like, you know, there's not enough time, you know, for them to be able to save up enough visual to get, you know, what they really want to get without spending. So I'm gonna skip the explanation for all these old characters because you guys probably already know what they do. In the case of Barrett, probably some of you know more about Barrett than myself because I didn't pull for him. Ryan says dark, bulky Sephiroth. So, according to Mubarak and Cecile, they already showed that Yuffie is a fire unit. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the trailer, but I guess that's good to that's good to know. So fire right now in JP, fire's identity is actually evade. Like all the strongest fire teams run pure evade. So Yuffie being a fire evade unit makes perfect sense. Bella TV asks if they will have MA2. Yeah, I believe they will. But before Fujita-san goes into details on the MA2 update, I think he just wanted to give people a brief explanation as to what the returning FF7 units are. So, as you know, Tifa is a free unit that you get with a free 10 pull. Great, 40 more FF7 Mind Spears for me. And now they're gonna go into the upgrades. Wow. You're gonna go one by one, starting with Cloud. So Cloud is already very strong, even right now, especially in combination with Lightning from FF13. So his base is already very strong. So what they did this time for Cloud is to increase his endurance and attack ability, as in attack strength. Cloud is weak when he gets, you know, caught up in AoE attacks. So that's why they made the changes, or rather the improvements for him like this, which is, let's see here, slash resistance penetration plus 20, and then area of effect resistance plus 15, and then critical damage plus 15%. So those are the upgrades highlighted in green over here on the, wait, this right over here. So now I think she's talking about Tifa. So obviously you can combine her with Wind Glaciela. Mark asked what again crit damage. So for Cloud it's slash resistance penetration plus 20, area resistance plus 15, and then critical damage plus 15%. For Tifa, it's attack ATK plus 30%, defense penetration plus 15. I think she already has this right now. So no change here. And then defense plus 15. For Ares is a bit more complicated. So the part that is changed is SPR plus 20, I think. That's 20, right? And then non-attack ability activation time decreased by 20%. And then slash and magic attack resistance plus 20. And finally, Inori, though I don't know what the... Inori is Prey, right? The Prey spell, the effect area has been strengthened. And then Barret is HP, max HP plus 25%, defense penetration plus 25, and attack plus 15%, and some other stuff that they are not showing here. So, does anyone know what is the praying thing that Ares has? It's called Inori in Japan, but I don't know if it's pray or wish for the global version. So I kind of read ahead for Barret, but Fujita-san is going through the changes for Barret because he is a missile unit. So on purpose they made him his endurance lower because it's missile unit, long range. So for starters, they strengthen up his attack and also the max HP. Recently in the game, you can't do that much damage if you don't have defense penetration, so they are giving that to Barret, as well as the extra attack strength. And then there's more, and they're gonna show it in the next slide. After you unlock Master Ability 2 for Barret, you will also get this weapon, SSR Gatling Gun, which is a gun weapon that other units can equip as well, but it will have special passives only for Barret. So of course Barret can equip this. Oh, so Slime can equip this because Slime can equip everything? But as Fujita-san is explaining now, the weapon has exclusive passive for Barret only, just like with Lightning's weapon. So the weapon itself will be kind of weak if you put it on the Slime. It gives him Ice Attack plus 30, Barret only effect. Ice Ability plus 30, yep, that's the skill, that's the passive. So that's pretty huge, right, for Barret. Like, you're getting a plus 30 Ice Ability modifier. Mark Joseph Antonio says, but no, they added lazy buffs. Ares prayer is cross. Oh, looks like the vision cards are they getting upgrades? No, they're not getting upgrades, it seems. I don't think anything has been changed here. Chris Metz asks, has the barracks update happened here? What barracks update are you talking about? Do you mean the vision card barracks thing that is exclusive to Japan only? If that's the case, I have no idea what you mean by the barracks update. I'm reading some of the earlier chat comments. Mark Joseph Antonio says, Tifa needed so much upgrades such as her own AP restore. And Staffu says, I wonder how it would look like if other units equip that. Yeah, that would actually be pretty interesting to see. And there will also be FF7 collab event quest as the just like with last time. Again, you know, you can get the Buster Sword and Airy stuff. I forgot what it's called. And that will end it for this portion of the returning stuff for FF7R collab. And now they're going to talk about the new stuff that's coming. So I guess the older one is called FF7R, and the new one is FF7RI. And this will take place the following Monday, basically. So the returning stuff is coming next Tuesday on the 8th, and then on the 14th, which is the following Monday, all of this will come out. Or rather, the Sephiroth part will come out first, and then 1 week later, then we will get Yuffie and her vision card. So this Sephiroth is... Oh, never mind. I'll read it later then. Wait. Cost 100? Did he just say cost 100? Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Sephiroth is cost 100. Oh, wow. He's a boss enemy, so... So Hirono-san just said that, well, because he's a boss enemy, so this time we decided to make him cost 100. Cost 100. Dark Element on November 14th. And then next month, when the new Dark Warrior of the Crystals come out, another Dark cost 100. Well, in any case, Sephiroth is hella cool. So, at least that's a good thing, right? So they'll explain bit by bit, starting with the Limit Burst, or rather the Subjust first. From Soldier he gets Hazard Break, and then from Pugilist he gets the move that is like you can absorb 5 hits and then your attack for that skill increases. For his Limit Burst, it's a AoE attack. It will remove it removes Courage and Re-Raise on all the targets caught in the AoE, then does damage L, and this is a guaranteed hit move. And for 3 turns, it will do a AP recovery. Oh, sorry. It will lower the AP consumption on Sephiroth for 3 turns. As for his skills, well, let's start with his performance description. Frontline physical attacker type. Gokumon is the ability over here. This is a move that is AoE, and it will destroy all barriers. And then for 3 turns, it will give Sephiroth's 3-turn self / resistance penetration up. And then after getting that buff, then he will do an AoE attack, dealing M damage to all targets. Then his this ability here is 3-turn. This is a single target attack. The target will get a 3-turn defense down effect, and after that debuff has happened, then this move will do 3 hits of damage L. And finally, the last one over here, the name is really long. I can't really see the Masamune no Kamae. Masamune's pose. Anyway, I'll work on the name later. But basically what this does is 3-turn is a buff, AoE buff move, and for everyone in the AoE range, all the allies will get 3-turn 3-turn light elemental resist up and reaction block up. And for Sephiroth himself, he will also get 3-turn. Wow, this is really long. What? Okay. He will get 3-turn preemptive counter attack. What the heck? It's a buff move that not only increases the light resistance for all of the allies in range, but it also gives Sephiroth a 3-turn preemptive counter attack. That is pretty nuts. Ryan asks, is a buff counter? Yeah, it seems like it. The text was too long because most of the text was describing what the preemptive counter attack actually does, like, you know, what element and all that stuff. Okay, so it's kind of complicated. The preemptive counter that Sephiroth gets, right? When he does that, it can actually be reflex. So that's why this move also gives reaction block rate up, so that it will reduce the rate of that preemptive getting reflex. I think for the full detail, I'll go back and look at it later on, because it's really hard to get the full nuance of it. And right now he's talking about Yuffie. For sub-job, Dragoon gives a Dragon Dive, I think is. And then for the other job, she gets the triple hit kind of thing. I forgot what it's called. As for her limit burst, 3-turn self defense penetration up. And then after that buff has happened, then it will do 3 hits of damage L to the enemy, and then 3-turn something else. I'll have to go back to that. Because she's a ninja character, so that means evade. But there is some new function to this kind of evade character for Yuffie. So it's written here, so people can read it. So it's possible to be invulnerable to guarantee hits. Yuffie can dodge guaranteed hits, or rather, he can make your guaranteed hits useless. She can make your guaranteed hits useless. I think he's reading remove here. Oh, it's over here. 3-turn. Okay, so 3-turn pierce attack evasion up, and for herself, what do you call it? So basically this buff move not only increases her evasion towards piercing moves, meaning spear attacks, but it also makes guaranteed hit not a thing for her. I'm not sure, so the thing I'm not sure about is, does this mean that any move that has the wording guaranteed hit means that, you know, she won't take damage from it at all? Or does it mean that it will only remove the guaranteed hit portion of the move, but it still has a chance to hit Yuffie? So that I'll have to listen to what he says. So over here is basic is a single target attack that removes protect and then damage L, and then over here 3-turn self / attack resistance penetration up, and then after that for all the allies in the AoE they will get for all the enemies caught in this AoE, they will get damage M, and then there's a chance to proc blind effect on them. So you can blind enemies, and you can make guaranteed hit not something that will happen to Yuffie. So basically all the moves that have guaranteed hit, even with this protection, the move can still do damage to Yuffie, so that's why you need to use the other buff to blind people. And these two new vision cards, Hero for Sephiroth, and then a new... I don't know what a Haguruma is, but I think Haguruma is a weapon. Well, I'll look what this thing means, but I think I'll have to look that up. We will be getting the shards for that through a quest for free, and the card as well. So we get the card and shards for Yuffie's vision card for free. And what's her name? Ishihara-san? Misoshiri is happy about it because, you know, especially for players who are starting in their first month, they will just get this for free right away. Just like with Tifa's vision card. Wait, not the vision card, with Tifa's unit. And for the event quest, we're getting Masamune, Sephiroth's weapon. What sub is she? Operative and Dragoon is, I believe, the sub jobs for Yuffie. For Yuffie, she equips Ninja Blades. But when you talk about Yuffie, of course you have to talk about the Shuriken, right? Everybody wants to equip Yuffie with a freaking Shuriken, right? So you're gonna give out Yuffie's Shuriken as a bingo board mission. So she can equip Ninja Blades in general, but then there is this weapon that only Yuffie can equip. Oh, Slime can equip the Shuriken as well. Login bonus time. You get a bunch of Sephiroth's shards. Oh, FF7R integrate Mind Spears. So Sephiroth and Yuffie have their own Mind Spears, different from the other older FF7 remake characters. And we get 2000 visual, apparently. Wait, actually I might have mistaken it for something else. Anyway, now he's explaining the Mind Spears part. They're treating Integrate as a separate collab. So Final Fantasy VII Remake collab refers to the Cloud and the rest, so you can't use those stuff on Sephiroth and Yuffie. So he's hoping everybody will understand about this. Well, actually, for me, I think this is a buff. This is a good thing. Hiro-san is saying, oh, well, everyone is gonna complain about Nakai-san's ability to calculate. Wait. So I'm not sure what is the 2000 thing that they're talking about now. But I think it's something relating to the Mind Spirit. So I'll take a look at that part again. So this is the problem of hooking my my headset to my microphone. Is like I'm hearing myself speak on top of the actual JP chat, the JP voices. So it's hard for me to discern what you're saying sometimes when I'm speaking. But as you can see here, they will also, these two new units will also have their bingo boards. So Hirono is asking Nagai-san, hey, so people are concerned about Masamune. Can't you tell us more about Masamune? And Fujina-san said that at the moment you're still making final adjustments to the sword. So they can't talk about it too much yet. Yeah, Cecile H says it does mean that the Mind Spears will cost less UR medals. Yeah, I think that is a good thing in general because if they were to treat it as the same collab, then yeah, you would have to spend way more UR medals. Straylight asks if Yuffie is evade. Yes, she is not only an evade unit, but she's the first evade unit to have a buff move that will make her invulnerable to guaranteed hit attacks. Or rather, those guaranteed hit moves will no longer be guaranteed hit. Monkey Business says, bright side, Mind Spears will cost starting at 5 soul medals. Yeah, exactly. So now they're doing a promotional bit for the source of the collaboration, FF7 Remake Integrate. You can play it on Steam, you guys. It's a really great game, you guys. I'm not gonna actually translate what he's saying because it's just a bit to sell FF7 Remake Integrate. There's photo mode. You can take photos anywhere in the game. PlayStation 5, Epic Game Store, Steam, it's all over there. Please feel free to check it out. Everyone's clapping for Nakai-san's selling ability. Wait, what? Oh. So this is the whiteboard that we're working on. So like I said earlier, what happened is the tablets they have on their tables are actually all hooked up to a giant whiteboard. So this is what they were able to collab on with all the voice actors. This is supposed to be Camilo. So they're asking Nakai-san is like, no, who's this on the left? And it seems to be... So Nakai-san thought it was Lucio, but it's actually the ninja with the ribbon on top. In other words, this is supposed to be Kitone. So Lucio-san says he's hoping, you know, whoever drew that can later on during the break add even more details to make Kitone even better. This guy with the necktie, there's only one possible person this could be, right? Hiro-san is saying, hey, look at this guy, he doesn't have eyes. He's dead. What are you guys talking about? Well, anyway, that is the current draft progress of everyone's drawing. So you'll get better later on. Next up, it's time to talk about the campaign event information for 3rd anniversary. Starting with the stuff that will happen from now until November 14th. So there will be a video. So I think this is basically just a recap to let some players who are tuning in know that, hey, Rurugia is out. And by the way, he's actually turning out to be not too bad at all. Probably gonna do a video on this maybe over the weekend or maybe on Monday. Because already on the second day of guild battle with the new unit, we're already seeing some top guilds actually use Rurugia at level 120. And he's quite good. Stray Light says, time to pull exhaustive VC then. So Nagai-san is asking the voice actress for Ruffle what is her impression of Rurugia. And Rurugia is a character that has a bit of a royal feeling to him, like the air that he puts out. But when he's actually in combat, there's a cool side to him, a very dependable side to him. And at key moments, it feels like he's the kind of character that at key moments you can count on him to, turn the tide of battle. And because they have not actually, on a live official stream, actually talked about Rurugia as a unit, so they're going to take a moment now to go through the unit and his functionality. He is, of course, a cost 100 Earth unit, sub-job sniper, and dragoon. Barrier break arrow from sniper, and then for dragoon, he gets horizontal jump, I think is a skill. His limit burst is a 3-hit move that will also give him 3-turn AP regen effect. And the 3-hit move is actually after a 3-turn attack up buff on Rurugia himself. Wait, have I actually translated all these before? I think I have, right? Oh yeah, I made a video on him. So he has a move a passive that increases his range by 2, but he also have things that let him decrease hate. And he can debuff evasion, as in make the evasion of enemy units lower. This is an AoE attack called Spread Blast. 3-turn evasion down for all enemy targets caught in the AoE, and then after that do damage M. And then this is one of his bread and butter. It's a 2-hit move that does damage damage L, and for 3 turns it will limit the movement of the target by -1. And then over here, this is one of his main buffs, AoE buff. All the allies in the AoE will get a regen effect. And it will also give 20 AP recovery, one-time 20 AP recovery to Rurugia. And also it will give him 3-turn defense penetration up. In the early terms, Rurugia tends to use this buff move quite a bit. Also not written here is a single target attack that has a follow-up attack. So with that one move, you can take care of courage and re-raise. Doesn't matter if it's courage or re-raise, it will beat them as long as you do enough damage. Keith asks, any more collab? For collab, I think this is just it. It's just FF7i. But after this is stuff, events, celebration stuff for the 3rd anniversary, as well as I believe they are going to talk about the roadmap for next year. Oh, and of course they haven't talked about what is the new unit building element yet. So Fujita-san is like, well, there's a lot of stuff about the unit that he would like to get into, but you know, actually Asaruto-san has already made a video about him, covering all of these in-depth aspects of Rurugia. So for people who would like to learn more about Rurugia, you know, for the Japanese viewers, do make sure to check out Asaruto-san's video. For global players, you can look at my video. They just said something that I don't know. I don't know why Nakai-san just shouted, but Hiro-san just said that this studio here feels too much like a because it's like a wedding kind of theme. So everyone is like have this talk show kind of mentality. And of course, Rurugia comes with its own challenge mission board. Oh, so now he's gonna talk about next week's content. A new vision card. Suigekisha. In pursuit. Person in pursuit. How do you pronounce Suigekisha? Well, anyway, it's a Luasa vision card. I think the best way to translate this is in pursuit. This is a new vision card coming next week on the 8th, on Tuesday. And they're gonna tell us the effects. It's already been decided. So they're gonna talk about it in the notices already. But it is a weapon. It's a weapon type VC that covers magic and missile attacks. There are a lot of Luasa fans in Japan, so I'm sure they'll be happy about this. And then of course, with the 1st of November, everybody has already received this. The wedding vision card. This is a JP up ability vision card. And it also gives fire units Dragon Killer 25. Now, one thing El Shirel's voice actress just noted, it says here starting from November 1, but there's no end date. So basically, for anyone who is gonna start War of the Visions, they will forever be able to receive this card. Even during the 10th anniversary, yep. If you wanna start playing the game 7 years from now, as long as you log in, you will still get this vision card. Just like you can still get the Jaden vision card. Kazero says Pursuer. Yeah, that is basically a direct translation. Yeah, that makes sense. Pursuer. And then one of the things that's been happening since the start of the month is that there is this wedding celebration campaign where Frederica is tasking all the players to help her gather flowers from a neighboring country to celebrate Mont and Mashri's wedding. So we have been doing a lot of collecting, and we don't know what we can trade these flowers for yet. But we are told that if we get, I think, 3 million or 3 billion flowers, then something good will happen on November 14th. And then from November 8th, there's gonna be a Salia mission for us to try and complete once per day to get something. So this is probably something that is going to come to global for 3rd anniversary. We will be able to trade the flowers for various things like EXP cubes and armor pots and whatever this thing is for the growth egg, right? That's what it's called. Hero is like, you sure we don't need to talk about other things? We're already halfway through the show. Guild battle has started. So so we are collecting the flowers. So what's gonna happen is once we collect a certain amount of flowers, on the home screen the background will be changed to something full of flowers. And then apparently some other thing that he doesn't want to announce yet will come as well, but it's gonna be something that players will be happy with apparently. So please look forward to that. So these we already know from a previous game notice. It's already in the game. This is we are currently on the 4th day already. And then next up we're explaining. This is a guild. Whoa. This is a guild encouragement campaign. So we've already, for JP server, we've already reached the maximum. Over 10,000 people have been part of a guild, and so we're gonna get the max rewards for this. Probably for 3rd anniversary, 4 months down the line, Global will probably have some kind of version of this. So guys, be sure to, be part of a guild. Everybody who's part of a guild will get all the rewards. Oh. So the max reward is that in the barracks, the amount of time taken to get unit shots will be halved. So Hiro is gonna give us these presents for 3rd anniversary. Hiro was gonna explain it himself, but they already showed this on the screen, so 300 free pools for 3rd anniversary across about 2 weeks. So from November 14 to 16, the first 3 days, we get 100 pools. 10 pool, 10 times, so that's 100 pools. And then right after that, on 17 to 26, we'll get 10 free pools per day for 10 days. So that's another 100 pools. And finally, for this period, there's more free pools. Twice a day, 3 times a day. So in other words, for 2 weeks, we're gonna get a bunch of pools to help newer players as well as to give veteran players a chance to pull all those weapon vision cards and all the stuff that they need to become more competitive. Chris Metz asks, what's the red one? What do you mean the red one? If you're talking about a previous slide, it's the part that explains that when the maximum reward is achieved, everybody gets half amount of time taken for barracks unit shot farming. But if talking about something red on the screen, then I'm not sure what you're talking about. So now they're talking about some kind of recruitment campaign. Apparently in the past for World of Visions there was some kind of like friendship campaign that you can like add people and get rewards. They talked about in the past they have talked about bringing it back, but they haven't actually announced the details yet. But now they're gonna get into it. So with that campaign, we'll get a bunch more polls as well, on top of the 300 you see here. As for when that campaign is coming, it will be something they have to announce. They'll announce later, at a later period. But for now, for Globalers, all you gotta remember is that during 3rd anniversary, Hiroki better give us these 300 damn polls, or I'm gonna get mad. I want my free polls. How is it? Operations producer Nagai-san asks. Look, there's Ramadan here. You could get a bunch of Ramadas. Please use up all these. So the Ramada voice actor just said, yeah, she'll try her best, make use of the free pools and try to get more Ramadas. Ishikawa-san here is a fairly new or returning player to World of Visions. So Nakai-san asked her to make sure to go and pool, get her 300 free pools in. And the next campaign that he's gonna explain is the Dream Summon campaign. It's the first time we're seeing something like this, I think. From November 14 to November 23. We will be able to do 5 summons, 1 at a time. Oh no, we can only do it once. We can only do the summon once. And basically it will we'll get a bunch of numbers in the pool, and depending on how many of the numbers match up, we will get these rewards. The first prize, if 5 numbers all match up, you get 300,000 visual. Oh man. Second prize, if you have 4 numbers match up, you get 50,000 visual. 300,000 visual for first prize. Definitely, who's gonna even be able to pull that off? So second prize, 4 numbers match up, you get 50,000. 3 numbers match up, you get a select UR ticket, UR unit ticket. And then if 2 numbers match up, you get a UR vision card select ticket. Man Kyung says, wow, Lotto for gacha addicts. So apparently outside of these 4 main prizes, there are also other I guess bonus prizes that they're not announcing for now. And on top of that, for people who tweet about this from the in-game function, there will be some Twitter stuff that we can participate in. From all the people who retweeted this campaign, to one lucky winner they will get what is the equivalent of hundreds. What is this? 1.6 million visual. Wait, no. 1.6 million yen. From all the people who retweet about the lotto campaign in game, from all of those people, they will pick one winner to receive a ROG phone, which costs 1.6 million yen, I think, which is... Wait, is that correct? Oh, sorry, this is the total value. I was like thinking the phone costs this much. No. Of all the people who retweet, they're gonna send out prizes totaling up to 1.6 million yen, which is $16,000 worth of presents. So there's like monitors and some other stuff. So everything added up is 1.6 million yen, which is 16,000 US dollars. Thank you very much, ROG, for sponsoring this contest on Twitter. Robotaki says we're definitely not getting that in global. Hey, one can dream, right? Like, there's ROG phone overseas as well. So who knows? Maybe they will consider sponsoring the global version as well. Maybe. So now they're gonna do a video going through the third anniversary stuff. Whoa! She's coming, you guys. November 14th. On the same day as Sephiroth and as Sephiroth. Does anyone know what her name in global is? Amneris? Hiro says that Amneris has always been a woman of mystery in the game. And now she's finally here as a playable unit. She's a unit that is also involved in the FFB main series. Water unit. Yogensha. Her main job is Seer. Yogensha is Seer, right? So as you know, there's various in FFB. And apparently Amneris was one of the 8 people who fought with what's his name, and then basically everything that happens in War of the Visions, it started from the fight between 2 of them, something like that. So something that this is a unit they wanted to make playable. Seems like 5 years ago or something like that. And finally, they are able to make her a reality for 3rd anniversary. So the whole time Yurino is explaining Misoshiri in the back is like getting all animated because this person has been in like almost all of the official broadcasts for FFB for like 7 years straight. So she's like a huge, FFB fan. Can anyone tell me more about this character? She appears in FB? I'm not too sure. Anyway, Seer or... She's a cost 100 water unit. Sub-jobs are Scholar and Calculator, Arithmetician. Limit Burst 3 turn, SPR down, and then Mag Base Damage L. She's a backline magic attacker type. She has a bunch of AoE attacks, as well as strong AoE attacks and strong single target attacks. And then she can give magic barriers to allies and other such effects that will turn the tide of battle. Koshi is one of her abilities. This is a AoE attack that does 2 hits of mag base damage L to targets in the AoE, as well as 3 turn single target resistance down. This happens after the damage has been dealt. On the right hand side, this one is a single target attack that removes re-raise and then does damage S. And then over here, this is a buff, an AoE buff that gives barriers to allies. A 3-hit barrier, a 3-hit magic barrier to all allies in this AoE. She has Arithmetician as a sub-job, so obviously you get all the benefits of that. And she can attack. She can protect. She is a really interesting unit. And she's a non-limited unit. She's a part of the regular cast, so you can get her anytime. Henry, they confirmed that she's not limited. And then now they were like, there were some comments in the chat about Esper, so they're gonna announce an Esper, November 22, Dark Ifrit. He's here, guys. Dark Ifrit. His art looks really nice. I have to give this to them. Like, just look at the art. It's so badass. Thank you, Oracle. Yes, that's the perfect translation for her main job. Amneri's main job is Oracle. As usual, double element, fire and lightning. As for the actual effects, they are in the middle of fine-tuning it yet, so they can't talk about it yet. But we know that this is going to be for fire and lightning units. And then, well, it's a rush all the way from the 3rd anniversary. We're going to get a bunch of NRG potions and a bunch of skip tickets. And what is this shining thing over here? Nakai-san will explain it in a bit, so please wait a little bit longer for that. This is some kind of scroll SSR. I think this is related to the new unit building element. And this is the event schedule for November. Right now, or rather for the whole month of November, we have Selection Quest drop 2x. And this also means that the maximum capacity of the drops has been increased by 2, so we get up to 200 Awakening Prisms for the whole month of November. And then from November 8th to 30th, we have event drop 2x. There's the guild campaign thing over here. And then daily event quest 3x drop. So this includes the trust stones. This is far plane drops 2x from November 8 all the way to the end of the month. So guys, for these things, sometimes global they don't announce it, but it's actually in the game's code. So you might want to take note of that. And then for November 14 to 22, Whimsy Shop increased rate of coming out. Next we have Chocobo, Expedition, EXP and Guild 2x, Story Quest, JP and EXP 3x. And this thing as well, JP and EXP and drops for daily quests. Vision Card Hard Quest drops 2x, PvP medals 10x, and finally the equipment success rate up. Arena medal 5x, another story quest drop 3x, and then this is, I think, is this trust stones? I'm not sure. Finally, hard quest units 2x. I'm reading a chat now. Eurostar07 says they have the same items as FSB, those scrolls. So for the new materials, they'll explain it later a bit. So during the campaign period from November 4, meaning from today as well, they're gonna let us make our Twitter icons and introduction cards for, you know, finding guilds and joining guilds and all that. They're gonna give us all these assets to make customized avatars and customized introduction cards to basically let us, you know, advertise ourselves to potential guilds, let other people know what we have, this kind of thing. Ragnarok asks, are there any limited story units? Come on, guys. Limited story units, what do you mean by limited story units? So this, they have made a couple of templates and designs for people who want to do like a kind of like an introduction card for their War of the Visions progress. The link is already up, so later on I guess I will provide the link as well if you guys want to check this out. But basically they designed these user templates in the style of the old Final Fantasy games. Guild name, your player name, what you have, what elements, what kind of player you are, what time of the day you play, etc, etc. Next up, another Twitter campaign for the 3rd anniversary. Oh, they're wearing the shirt. Oh, and this is the art book that they are publishing. It's been slightly delayed, but they confirmed it will. Wait, what? Oh, this is the global version of the art book that they're giving out to the Japanese people on Twitter. Has details on the back of the characters.
ワークスのならではのものがございます。
日本版のアートワークスでもね、こういったものありますので、こちらもゲットしてほしいですよね。
はい、ぜひよろしくお願いいたします。はい、でさらにですね、先ほどね、カミンロと LCL 同時に収録したっていうお話をね、お二人から、はい、いただきました。
So earlier on the stream they talked about El Shirel and Camilo's voice actors recording something together, and that's actually for this thing that they're announcing now. It's actually for the third anniversary.
その場で放送に来てくださいって話をした。
It's actually for a third anniversary celebration thing.
めちゃめちゃ面白いね動画になってますよね。
やばいよ、どうする？
We will get to see it at some point. It's a video that they recorded.
いやめちゃめちゃ面白いものになる。このためにと、撮らせていただいたものがございます。はい、ケンショウさんにもね、はい、ご協力いただきましたよね。
And of course, Mon's voice actor was also in it.
はい。
Something to look forward to for the third anniversary.
公開されていきます。さらにですね、ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードコラボ記念、コラボ限定グッズが当たり
And of course, with the FS7R Integrate collab, there will be a bunch of collab exclusive merch that they're giving out through the Twitter campaign as well. But I'm pretty sure you need to have a Japanese address to receive these things, so it's not like we'll get them, but hey, we can push Hiroki about it. Maybe he can get some of that good stuff to us during Global's third anniversary. Monkey Business says that Connie gonna be huge. Next up,
リオニス国営コロシアムシーズン2最終決戦
they're gonna show the final match for the year-long esports campaign that's been taking place, in Japan. It's a team tournament, and it took them all of the year. It's split up into 4 qualifiers. And earlier today, they actually played the semifinals. So right now, there's one final match to go of 3. One final match of 2 teams playing a total of 3 matches. That's match A, match B, and match C. So anyway, since they're going to talk about esports for a bit, I'm going to take a moment to go visit the washroom for a bit. And I will be right back. In the meantime, please enjoy this esports match.
そこからまた1年間戦っていただいたと。
そうなんですよ。はい。
よくやった。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
そして、もう1年を通じて3回の大会をさせていただいて、それぞれの代表を決定させていただきました。それぞれね100名を超える応募いただいてね、皆さん熱い戦いを繰り広げていただいて、あ、100名です。はい、100名でございます。はい。で、今回ですね、そちらのそれぞれの大会の代表者が三つどもえで戦っていただきました。はい。まずはですね、こちら、ルールの振り返りから見ていきましょう。こちらでございます。はい。大会形式はですね、予選突破3チームですねによる三つどもえ戦、星取り戦でございます。先方、中堅、大将3最大の3試合を行って先に2勝したチームが勝利という形です。で、こちら三つどもえだった場合、みんなが、1勝1敗になる可能性があるんですね。その場合は勝利した試合、が最も多いチーム、さらに対戦終了時に残っているユニットの合計が多いチーム等々のルールをつけさせていただき、そちらで順位を決めさせていただくといった形でございました。で、こちらはい、こちら
ドン次
はいはい、先鋒戦がですね、ホルン杯の対象戦のマップ砦を使用させていただいて、この、マップ効果で、さらに中堅戦はリオニス杯、大将戦はウェズエット杯という形でございました。今回初の試みとして、専用のマップ作ったんですよね、藤田さん。専用のマップ効果で。
マップ効果で、
はい、
ちょっと普段つけれない特殊な効果をつけさせていただいたんで、
はい、なんで、1年を通じてね、たまによくいきなりねいきなり聞いたことがないリオニス国営コロシアムマップみたいなのがね、実装されていたのはこちらでございます。よくわからなくはない。
Okay, I'm back from the washroom. Sorry guys, I had to take a toilet break because I think I drank too much water to clear my wrote.
はい。
ルールなんでしょ
So,
ああ、もう、
well,
はい、もう反省
I've
中
been
の反省でございます。
holding that in for a bit.
はい、お祭り、あ、そう
And
そう、あ
thank
もうすご
goodness
く
they
いいコ
chose
メントいただ
now
いて、お祭りマップ
to
効果。そう、
show
お
us
祭
some
りマップ
esports
効
matches.
果。
So we're gonna
は
take
い、
it
あ
a
りが
bit
とうござい
easy
ます。
for now.
はい
And I guess I should
はい、
lower
さらにです
the
ね、
voice
こ
for
ちら
this
の大
a
会
little、bit.
勝ち残っていただいた皆さんご紹介していきましょう。まず最初のホルン杯からでございます。
So this is the team
はい
from
あ、ジュー
the
スさんいらっしゃいますね。はい
from so basically there are 4 teams in the grand finals, each representing a different allied a different nation from within the World of Vision setting. And basically they use the basically like each nation here represents like a different qualifier. So I think there was a qualifier in basically once every quarter. By the way, the guys who are from one of the teams is actually, let's see if we see them come up on this the stream. Oh, never mind, they're actually. But basically, one of the 4 teams are actually my guildmates in JP. So earlier I was watching the match and cheering them on, but then as I was telling them that I've been watching their matches and cheering them on, they tell me, oh, actually all this stuff has already been pre-recorded. So even I think even the final match I think is pre-recorded, but I'm not too sure about that. Or maybe they're gonna do it live. Well, they probably pre-recorded it just in case because, you know, these things tend to, sometimes there are problems with the playback. So since we are watching this match here, I think I want to take the moment to sort of talk a little bit about, you know, how strong these characters are in JP. Ranan is actually used sometimes in JP Guild Battles, but not recently actually. I used to use a bit of Ranan as well. But now that we have so many good lightning matching units, you don't really need Ranan anymore. I think the reason they use Ranan here is because of the special rules for the esports finals. And then, as you guys know, the Wing team, you know, even in JP, Flag Bearer Glassula is widely regarded as the single strongest unit in the game. Let's take a moment to read some of the chat. Erna says, don't tell me they're getting married. So you're talking about El Shirel and Camilo, right? No, they're not getting married, but you know, there's like, they're always like traveling together, almost like a, you know, like a fairly odd couple. So who knows what's in the cards for them. By the way, there is a scene in the main story where, you know, El Shirel very clearly sort of expresses that she has feelings for Camilo. I actually watched the Japanese version and the English version of that, and I think in the Japanese version they kind of played it close to their chest. They don't really indicate one way or another if El Shirel has feelings for Camilo, but in the global version, you know, it's more explicit, right? So who knows? Like I said, who knows what's in the cards for those two characters? Maybe they'll end up being together as a couple. And Gerald Dillian says, I'm just waiting for Vineral's child to grow up and be playable. LOL. That's gonna take a while. Maybe he'll be playable in part 6. Maybe the main story of World of Visions is gonna be like a JoJo theme. Like go spread out across several generations of characters. Now I've been using, so some of you who may have watched one of my previous live streams may remember that in the past I did say that I didn't really like Summer. I didn't really like Summer Helena very much. I pulled for her, I maxed her to level 120, and I didn't use her much at all for the first 2 months or so. And then I said she has a lot of weaknesses about her that doesn't make her that good. But then the meta in JP shifted, and because of certain things, Summer Helena is now back into the fray, and I'm glad I pulled for her because I can now make, you know, one of the strongest lightning teams in JP right now. It's something that I plan to make a video about pretty soon to show you guys some matches and talk about what is so good about that combination. So stay tuned for that. If that sounds like something you might be interested, please do consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna try and you know, share some of the more interesting guild battle kind of information and knowledge from JP, and you know, so that, you know, people playing global can have a heads up on, you know, what some of the strong stuff, some of the strong content coming up is. Water team is not bad in JP right now, especially with Preen's release, but overall Water is like one of the strongest elements in JP. Water has been a pretty weak element for quite a number of months now. The previous month in September, briefly Water got a little bit better because of the map effects and because of Preen's release. But now that we're playing on a new map that favors Earth units, again, Water is kind of retreating into the backwaters. As for Light Evade, you know, it's still really widely regarded as one of the strongest teams in JP. Whenever people are not prepared for evasion, they just lose to Light Evade. And it's a team that across the board just beats so many other teams. But I would not consider Light Evade to be at the very top of the meta in JP. But they are definitely like, they're pretty high up. Earlier on, Inertia said in the chat, they haven't mentioned Linkverse yet. Did they finally scrap it? Well, who knows about that? I always got the feeling that Linkverse is like Nakai-san's personal pet project. Something that he thought would be good for the community, but it's not something that the community actually asked for. So it's probably put on hold for quite some time. You know, there's no update on that yet. And I'm not sure if it's something that the community wants. Although I can tell you from personal experience, you know, there are quite a lot of guilds in JP who really need the help to recruit players. But maybe Linkverse is just not the right way to do that. Let's see, what else did people say in my YouTube chat? I think Eurostar07 says those new rainbow materials are called Prismatic Horn, and I forgot the other name. They have been FFB, I think, since it launched. Prismatic Horn. Okay. I guess we'll find out in just a bit what those do over here in War of the Visions. Ruppel asks, thoughts on why Dark has fallen a bit in JP, but Global is still going strong. Yes, I can definitely tell you 100% the reason for that. It's mostly due to the map. Because what happens is, in JP, when Snow came out and then we get the we get the Ice meta and so on and so forth, right? What happened is, they keep giving players a bunch of guild battle maps that are fairly long range in nature, and whenever there is a map like that, Dark teams just don't do very well on those kind of maps, because if you look at all of the good Dark element units, all of them have like range 5 in their AoE attacks and all that stuff. So they simply cannot get close enough. They simply cannot. They don't have. I mean, they're very tanky units. A lot of the good Dark units, right? But they even for all their tankiness, they cannot get close enough to all these missile units to be able to do their wombo combo to win the game. So if you recall, for global, a lot of the times when dark teams win is because they're able to get all their enemies in one place, and then they do their wombo combo, start using AoE attack, and then the next dark unit will combo with another AoE attack, and so on and so forth. But that strategy only works on certain maps, and for JP, for let's see, for May, June, July, August, and October, all of the maps, and November, all of the maps have been fairly long range, meaning dark doesn't do well at all. But there was one map actually that we played, I think it's the September map. In that map, the dark team actually came back into the meta. They actually became one of the top teams again just for that month, just because of the map. Just because that map forces all of the units on both sides to converge into the center. So dark, it's not that dark has sort of fallen out of the meta completely. It's more like, the maps that they give us is just such that, the enemies don't converge together for dark to do their thing. And so other strategies with other teams are way more relevant, and dark is not that good. But whenever they give us a map where they force like both teams to come into the center and fight, that's when dark will, still be a fairly dangerous team. So I hope I explained that well enough. And another factor to think about is that with Halloween Lucia, Halloween Lucia is actually really good despite being cost 70. And I believe that she's better than Black Rose Witch Helena in certain ways. Because as long as you're fighting in a meta dominated by physical teams, Halloween Lucia is going to give you an edge because of the barrier and because of the spells. So dark is still pretty good. It's just that in a lot of the maps, in the current map that we are playing for Guild Battle in Global, and in a lot of the past JP Guild Battle maps, unfortunately it's just been a map design that does not favor dark team at all. So that's the main reason why dark sort of fell off. King Tut asks, no news about Reagan. Yeah, so far not at all. They announced, I already forgot her name, the Oracle lady that Gilgamesh always hangs out with. What is her name? Does anyone know? They announced that, and she's clearly apparently an FFB-ish unit, but they kind of still don't want to announce Reagan despite having already teased him all the way back in August during the JP fan meeting. So I guess we just have to wait even longer. I mean, they're probably just not ready to, announce Reagan or any details about him yet. By the way, for the Oracle lady, she was kind of leaked by the character popularity poll, because on day one of the character popularity poll for 3rd anniversary, they accidentally included her as one of the selectable options for the poll. And for the character popularity poll, only playable units are supposed to be on the list. The Oracle lady in JP is just Oracle. Well, she has a name, right? Come on, she has a beautiful name. It's Amnesia or something, right? Is her name Amnesia or Amnemesis? I don't know what her name is. So who won, guys? I didn't watch. Whoa. So these guys are in one of the... Oh, this is really loud, huh? These guys are in one of the top 10 guilds in JP. I forgot their exact positioning, but they're pretty high up. Ruppo says late reply, but thanks for answering. Saren Sovereign typed in all caps. Amnenis. Okay, I'll etch her name into my brain. I promise I won't forget her. Amnenis. Oh, in global they didn't reveal her name to us yet. Is that true? So right now they're connected via Discord or phone to the winners. And Mon's voice actor is like, whoa, that's scary.
お願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。ではまずは、ミシディア、アショバテさん、沢ガニジョニーさん、シオンさん。
They're gonna interview the second place winners.
はい聞こえてます。
まずは皆さんお疲れ様でした。素晴らしい試合。
The second place team includes the guy who won the tournament last year, by the way.
いかがでしたか？
Ashobate is like the guy who won the official esports tournament last year. And now this year his team came in second. Primodium asked if he can recruit here. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
沢ガニジョニーさんも、聞いてみましょうかね。いかがでしたでしょうか？
悔しいですね。
Yeah, Primodium, go ahead and recruit. I'll even read it out for you.
はい。
ちょっと
Hey Pablo, thanks for joining us from Brazil.
なかったというか。
Mark Thundoku Pasha asked, Scarhal now relevant? Yes, Scarhal now is very relevant in JP, and that's actually one of the videos I am working on. Some very interesting things I'm going to show about Scarhal. So please look forward to that on my channel soon.
はいはい聞こえてます。
はい、いかがでしたか？
I don't have my JP War of the Visions connected to this setup right now, but if I could, if I had it set up, I would just show you, like, it's actually the team that I'm using in Guild Battle right now.
スカールの調整ミスってないですよね。
The guy saying now,
はい、国営を
he just asked Fujita-san, the director, hey, so you know about Skull? It's a mistake, right? That you guys made Skull the way he is now. It's a mistake on your end, right?
まあ、スカールのガッツがね。はい。
キトンとかと一緒の性能ではあるので、はい。
So Fujita-san
追撃とかもね、今後やる。
Fujita-san answered that, well, okay, so he knows that Skahal is kind of really strong right now because they gave Keaton's unlimited courage ability to Skahal. But he's saying in the future they're gonna try and let people counter this by giving, by giving more ways to deal with it, like with with follow-up attacks.
はいはいはいすいません。回答がはいはいまあちょっと
Saren Thorin says, I sent you Amna's background as PM on Discord. Thank you, I'll check it later. I don't have my Discord open because I set it to DND, because my setup is such that I kind of have a lot of things open.
最初のね、初期段階からいるのに、ずっとやっぱ使われてなかったイメージがあったから。
So Mon's voice actor is commenting, so Scarhal is a character that, he's kind of been there since the beginning. And like nobody really used him until recently, so he feels that it's been something refreshing to see in the game.
ミシディアの皆さんに一言いただけますでしょうか？
よくやった。また来年会おう。
おー、ありがとうございます。
And Mon's voice actor was just asked to say something to Misiya, the second place team, and he said, well done. Let's meet again next year.
次こそ勝ってほしいです
あ、そうですね。
And he truly feels, from his heart that, definitely he hopes that they will try their best again next year and, come and win again in the tournament. And now they are connected by phone to the first place team. Oh no, this is not the first place team. It's I can't see the name of the team.
はい、ありがとうございます。
Oh yeah, this is the first place team. Yeah.
けども、ダリオです。はい。
So one of the guys just said, well, I'm sure you guys can see it, but the team, the key to their victory was Dario.
その編成を読んで、射撃か魔法か水だなということで、
They read their opponents,
属性対戦
thought that they would come with a missile or magic or something else, and so that's why they chose Dario to counter what they have prepared.
絶賛バックグラウンド中
And Asato-san is saying that he has been building Dario slowly in the background.
範囲耐性が70も上がるっていうエグいマップ効果だったんですけど
So one of your units has area resistance 90, so that is a big part of the victory.
それでもやっぱりハタセラは強いぞっていうことになってどうやって対策しようかって考えたんですけど
So as you guys know,
っていう普段すっごい強いわけがあるんですけどそれが範囲耐性の影響でちょっとだけ弱くなってるんですよね
so as you guys know, Glassilla is a unit that a lot of people try to counter, try to beat,
光回避で結構勝てるぞという
because you know they have Glassilla has the triple cross move and a hell of a bunch of area resistance, and so they thought that they would be able to beat that with a light evade team.
ありがとうございます。自分は本当に直前までずーっと編成いじってて、もうチームメイトの2人にもすごいギリギリまで本当1時間前までちょっと付き合ってもらって、で最終的にまああんな形になったけど、ギルドのみんなにラスボスのアショバテさんを倒したねとゲームクリアできたんかな
So the winners feel that they have kind of cleared the game because they managed to beat Ashobate, who is widely regarded in JP as one of the strongest players in JP.
よくやった
And again, Mon's voice actor was asked to say something to the first place winners.
皆さんには報酬の詳細を中井さんの方から
And the front part, he pretty much said the same thing. Well done. As for the details on rewards of victory, I will pass it back to Nakai-san to talk about it. He basically didn't know what to say. So the winners of the tournament are getting this Parker. This what's Parker called in English? I don't know what Parker is called in English. It's a hood. Anyway, they're getting a kind of shirt, a hooded shirt, I think. And of course, they're getting other stuff as well as an exclusive title. And just like with last year,
ぜひ皆様のね、今ご覧いただいた編成、しっかりと、皆様のクエストとさせていただいて、
and just like with last year, the teams that you just watched in the esports broadcast just now, the winning team, they will be made into a quest that all the players can challenge for themselves.
チーム同士でね、最後の最後までギリギリまで調整してもうみんなで勝ち取った勝利っていうのがすごくさっきのお話からなんか感じ取れるものがあったので、本当になんていうんですかね、頑張っていただけて、こちらとしてもすごく感謝してますですね。本当にご苦労様でした。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
And that will conclude it for the esports program part of the show. After a year-long campaign, year-long competition, we're finally done with the esports for this year. And now they're going to take a look at the the drawing that everyone has been making. It's more or less in a complete form already.
そして続いて最新アップデート情報
And now they're gonna get into the latest game updates. Starting with the new Guild PvE mode.
ざいます。こちらですね、新しいギルドコンテンツとなっておりますので、詳細お知らせ、間もなく出させていただきますので、
The full details will be coming out in a notices in game soon. So there's too much stuff here, so they are gonna leave the details to in-game notice. Hirono-san is asking Nagai-san, hey, aren't you gonna explain the new mode? And Nagai-san is like, we are kind of running behind on schedule already, so normally he was planning to finish the stream tonight, 2 minutes from now, but doesn't seem like they can do it like that so quickly. So now they're moving on to the more important announcement, the more important details. Fujita-san is going to explain to us how the new unit building mechanism will work. First, they have something to show. This is the name of the system. Mugen Kyoka, which roughly translates to unlimited strengthening, but using different kanji for different things, for dream and vision and stuff like that. But the meaning is unlimited strengthening. So one of the key things to this is, one of the feedback they receive is to allow people to use their extra mind spears. And a key goal for this system is to make it so that people can, use their favorite units more often and customize them. And gradually grow them and make them stronger bit by bit. So those are the key aims of this system. Fujita-san was just asked to explain this simply, but he says this is not such a simple thing to explain. But first of all, you can do this after you reach level 120. To begin with, unlimited strengthening doesn't begin as unlimited strengthening. It will begin as reincarnation. When you get a unit to a level 120, first of all, you can unlock two things. You can unlock reincarnation or strengthening. He'll explain the final details later, but first of all, when you unlock the unlimited strengthening system, one thing that happens is, just like with MA2, you get some kind of passive, you get some time of ability strengthening. And then on top of that, there is also a separate function where you can do strengthening to increase the stats randomly. And these stats will be able to be changed depending on the role that you, it's random, but there's some influence on it depending on the role. And he wants the players to remember there's a yellow key to look for. So first of all, you unlock the system, and then you do all this stuff, and then after you finish it, you can hit a button to reincarnate, which means that you redo all this stuff. And then there will be a part of it that remains even after you reincarnate.
の部分の底上げが可能になる。
As you keep reincarnating, you can gradually build up the green parts bit by bit.
改めてお知らせは出させていただきますので、
So Fujiya-san understands that all of this is difficult to take in, but they will explain even further and even more detailed in the in-game notices. So what about the resources then?
とも生放送でお伝えしていた
So now he's talking about resources, just like what Nakai-san has said before. You can use Mind Spears.
始終に関しても今回使う形ではあるんですけど、
You can use Mind Spears.
ただ追加しただけだとそれこそ EX の時に皆さんに怒られた。
But if that's just it, then isn't it kind of like the same as, you know, EX jobs with using Mind Spears?
指示を使いたいというところで考えた部分として次のスライドをお願いします。
So they thought about this in terms of using up your extra Mind Spears.
用の指示っていうのを追加をさせていただきます。
So you can change all your extra Mind Spears into these special rainbow Mind Spears.
すでにまあ120に育てて、もうすでに使い道のない指示っていうのを多分今皆さん余ってる人が
So probably there are a lot of players out there with a lot of extra Mind Spears for a bunch of units.
この無限指示と交換ができる交換力っていうのも同時で実装させていただくので、余った指示を持たれてる方は、それをまあ強化したいキャラクター、無限指示の、に交換所で交換をしてもらえる。
So you can use that to change for these.
単純にそのキャラクターのかけらとか指示が追加でいくら必要とかではなくて、
そうなんですよね。なのでここが、狙っているキャラクターを強化できるようにするための仕組みとなります。はい、
Okay, so basically the system will take,
で、
like it doesn't matter which units Mind Spears, you can just trade them for these and use these in the strengthening.
細かい数字は今お伝えしないつもりではあるんですけど、
はい、
当倍とか2対1とかではなくてもう少し高いレートでは予定しています。
はい。
はい。っていう
The rate,
ちょっと指示の話とは離れるんですけど、指示とは別にもう2種類新しい素材を追加をさせていただこうと思ってます。
and of course other than this there will be other materials that you can use instead as well.
前に紹介したログインボーナス
And it's exactly the thing that they introduced just now with the login bonus.
アントラーっていうのとスクロールって書いてある
Antlers and scrolls.
名前忘れて
He doesn't quite remember the name, but it's probably antlers and scrolls.
ログインボーナス他の
You can get them from login bonuses
配布だったり
and also from other ways of getting them.
ぜひそちらに関してはよろしくお願いします。
はい。
はい、でこちらに関しても、多分まだ、説明しきれてない部分とか皆さんにちょっと
Probably there's a lot of things that he understands that, you know, he can't explain everything all at once.
お知らせプラス、まあ、何かちょっと補足はさせていただこうかな
But please check out the in-game notices. It will have most of the details and also anything else they feel like they need to supplement, they will do that as well.
おいおいしっかりとまたご説明の動画等々もねさせていただけたらなと思っております。
I'll try and make this explanation as clear as I can during my recap video and the recap thread later on. But as you can tell, because they are behind schedule, they're kind of like rushing it now. They just showed off the wrong slide apparently.
こちらで無限強化がございますのでこちらもさせていただいた形でございます。さらに
This is a schedule for November, and this is some other game system balances.
僕の方からですね、育成要素
First thing, barracks. You can now raise your brave and faith from 17 to 97.
いただいたんですけれども、まず11月14日および
You
1
can
日からこちら上3つですね。こちら
you can exchange for NRG L potions in the mock. I forgot if it's the mock shop or there's some other shop, the item exchange shop. All these will start on November 14th.
97とさせていただきます。はい。
Yay! No more brave and faith farming. Just put it in barracks and have everyone be at exactly the right brave and faith you want them at. This is pretty huge, I think. So because, you know, with background farming, background repeat only takes potions, right? So they're gonna make it so that you can exchange for NRG L potions in the item exchange shop. And then on December 1st, medal exchange shop. the number of awakening prisms and thought fragments will be increased for the friend medal and the guild medal mock shops. I think we already have this in global. In global, you can exchange for way more than you can in JP. Hmm? So right now in JP it's 100. The limit is 100 per month. They are increasing it to 200. It's still a lot lesser than in global, by the way. Oh, and then for the, if you guys remember during the 2.5 anniversary in global, there was like a special shop where you can exchange friend medals, guild medals, PvP medals, arena medals, soul medals, and vision medals for these what do you call it, awakening prisms and fragments of thoughts and potions. Remember we had that for 2.5 anniversary for global. It's coming back to Japan for 3rd anniversary. So most likely during 3rd anniversary for global, we will probably get the shop back again, and you can get I believe I received like over 1,000 of each just from exchanging with guild medals and stuff like that. Let's take a look at chat. Sasaki said, careful not to mix Mugen and Mugen in your recap, eh? No, so this is the thing that they do in Japanese where the meaning is the meaning is intended, but they spell it with different kanji to give a flavor text to it. But the meaning is supposed to be Mugen as in infinity. And then now they're gonna announce the results of the character popularity poll. Why couldn't they have paced this better? 3rd anniversary character popularity poll results. There was a category for male and category for female. Players were able to vote for I think 6 to 8 days. Each day you can only vote for 1 unit. And number 1, the most popular male unit as of 3rd anniversary is Jaden, followed by Astrius, and number 3 is King Mont. I'm kind of surprised that Astrius is so popular in Japan. As for the females, Flagbearer Glassela is number 1, followed by Alaya, followed by Jim. It's almost as if players were voting based on the units that they like to use the most, rather than for story reasons. Kaziro, Summer Jaden for JP Nov. No, they previously explained before that for this character popularity poll this time, the results will not impact anything specific. It doesn't mean that they will guarantee and make anything in particular, but they will use it as a point of reference. With that said, since we do have Summer Jaden in global, with these results, I think it's more or less confirmed that it will come to JP. And now Hiro has something to say about the character party poll. Oh, they just announced that next year we will get Summer Glassela, Swimsuit Glassela. They just decided on the spot. So like I said, when they announced the poll, you know, the idea is they didn't want to promise anything, but given the results as they are, they decided to announce Summer Glassela. Look forward to it next year. So now Hiro has something to say about part 3. Main story part 3. So main story part 3 is supposed to be the last chapter of this current story arc. Lots of plot lines will be tied up here, and it's going to be tied to the next story arc as well. So please, he hopes everyone will enjoy the new story. And Hiro has something to say, but it's like, there's not enough time. But he feels like he wants to ask Ramada. how does she feel about a power up for Ramada?
古い表現だね。パワーアップ。
Power up is kind of like a term, like a very old-fashioned term from a past era, huh?
楽しみにしておいてください。
Well, basically, Hiro just confirmed there will be a power up Richard Ramada in the future. Next up, who is he gonna talk about?
みんなが手に入れる形になるのかな。まだもうちょっと
もうちょっと
先かな。
先ですね。あれは、はい、最新の見ていただいたやつですね。はい。
あとはシュテル、新シュテル。
Neil Stern.
みんな早く登場してと思ってると思いますね。
Everyone wants to get in quicker, right?
そんな遠くない。
はい、そうでございます。
So players won't have to wait very long for him, right? Guys, this is the Hero No spoiler section.
いやいやいやいやいや、はいはいはいはい。はい。
Bless Hero No giving us all the leaks.
展開になってるんで、まあ結構長めの話になっちゃってるんで。
He wants to talk more, but it's gonna, get really long.
はい。
But there's a lot of developments coming in the story.
はい、そうなんですよね。あとヒロノさん、FFB シリーズとして嬉しいお知らせもあるんですよね。
There's also an announcement about FFB.
FFB シリーズとして、シリーズ
They're gonna make new merch
スペシャルグッズの新商品が発売
for World of Visions and FFB that will come out in 2023 March. Available through anime stores and the online e-store. These stuff over here. Noble art collection, acrylic stands, clear files, and this is a batch. I think this is a batch acrylic. Yeah, acrylic batch collection. And other stuff are also in the works.
じゃないかなと思いますんで、石川さんよろしくお願いしますね。はい。はい、といったところで、はい。
本当、はい、
柴田、僕その間にコメント読めなかった。ごめんなさい。はい。
いや今本当ルシオもいましたね今ルシオいたちらっと
はい、
いや嬉しいです
なのでぜひお楽しみにしてください。あ、じゃあこの流れ
There's Lucio's voice actor. Say there's Lucio goods as well for people who want them.
3周年のプレゼント情報も言っていただきましょうかね。
And now they're gonna go into presents. But Hiro says there's no time, so let's just show them. Take a look at this.
いっぱい
Everyone is getting this, all this stuff, a bunch of stuff.
で、ここでパッと見て、皆さん石足んねえぞって石ないんじゃないかって
Wait, but where's the visual?
石を3000個。
So, of course, they didn't forget about visual. It's third anniversary, so we'll get 3,000 visual on top of everything you see here.
でもこれ切り悪いから3300とかにしていい？
But Hirono says that he kind of feels like not very satisfied with that, so they're gonna give 3,300 to everyone.
で、端数までいっちゃうとみんな使いづらい。
That's a nicer number. Bless Hirono as usual.
で、それだけじゃなくて、先ほど出た無限ね。
So, with regards to the
話あったじゃないですか。
unlimited reincarnation system,
先にも皆さんプレゼントしとこうかなと。
so they want to give some presents for that as well.
言われてもらうのページですね。はい、お願いします。こちらどうぞ。
So, they'll start by giving everyone some antlers and scrolls to play with.
ね、いいよね。はい。で、早速やってほしいですよね。
They want to do this as soon as possible. But it'll come out November 14th.
まあ今見せられてもね、何のこっちゃかわからんと思いますが、実装されてからまず使える。
Guys, I'm really excited for this feature. Like, it's the ramifications is potentially huge for a lot of old units, Like, I can't wait for November 14 and seeing what is the new meta with the old units. It's like, I have so much extra mind space, man. It's like, we're gonna have a lot of fun testing all, a lot of different units, combinations.
本当盛り盛り盛りだくさんでお届けいたしました。
So Lucio is about time to wrap up the program. So he's going to start by showing us the final form of the drawing.
じゃあ行きましょうか。国営放送チームがお届けする3周年記念イラストこちらです。どうぞ。
Ta-da!
完成しました。
This worked out really nicely. Right? Look at Ashirel and Camilo. Keton still doesn't really look like Keton, but wait, who are these two guys? Who are these two? Oh, and there's a chocobo on the lower left. Keaton hasn't changed at all from the earlier draft. Kaziro, Kaziro says, I look forward to your video on the new system. Yep. I'm super excited to test those things out. And, you know, along with my guildmates as well, I'm sure we'll find some very interesting things. So now it's time for closing comments. This has been a pretty long broadcast. We are 2 hours to 20 minutes in. 2 hours and 18 minutes. Ramana's voice actress is like, wow, this has been a really packed live stream. Almost 2.5 hours. She can really feel the intense passion that the staff has for the game and for making the game. So please, everyone watching this, please make sure to claim your presence. And, you know, even for people who have not started or are just starting the game, please play the game and get your presence, and look forward to the 4th year of content or something like that. Next up, Camilo's voice actor. Congratulations for 3rd anniversary. It's really a heck of a lot of content. I was surprised. So Fujita-san and Nakai-san's reactions were really... Well, in any case, he hopes that, well, you know, he's happy to be working with everyone again for, you know, the future as well. And now, El Shirel. She's happy to be voicing El Shirel. And she can feel the passion from both the staff and the players. As a voice actress and as the person playing El Shirel, she's continuing to share on the game. Thank you for tonight. Next up, Rafu's voice actress. Has been a jam-packed time tonight. Thank you for having me. Asalto-san, YouTuber. As the ambassador for World of Visions, I've been doing this for 1.5 years. And from now on as well, let's have a great time in the game. Ishikawa-san, Misoshiri. Congratulations on 3rd anniversary. She's really happy and had a good time appearing on today's program. But if there's only one regret, is that she didn't get King Mon to have a one-shot gag. And something about Nakai-san's calculations being bad. Fujita-san now. He was able to talk about a bunch of stuff on the program tonight. And of course, there are a bunch of stuff that they will explain better in the in-game notice, and also for after November 14. Tonight they were able to talk about the new stuff, but he wants to kind of apologize for, you know, not being able to explain fully like all these things in a way that's easy to explain, as you know some of the comments have noted. But they're gonna do their best to fill us in through the in-game notices and through other ways of supplementing the information. Next up, Nakai-san, operations producer Nakai-san. So during the 2nd year anniversary, he was promoted to operations producer. It's a role where he is basically, you know, trying to be closer to players and finding out more feedback from players and getting it to director Fujita-san to work on. So now on, you know, for the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all the way to the 10th anniversary as well, he hopes to continue to, you know, have a great time with players on the game. So moving forward as well, please appreciate everybody's support.
もう本当に抜群
And then now he's gonna pass it back to Lucio, the MC for the program. He's happy to have been able to do the MC tonight. Normally it should have been Nishida-san, who is the voice actress of Killfei. So another story, part 2, is happening right now. From here on out, there's a bunch of developments that are really interesting. So he hopes the players will check it out. Thank you for everything tonight. And now he's passing the ball over to Hirono. Hirono says he has a bunch of things he really wants to say, but he's been seeing a lot of units. A lot of comments. 3x. Unfortunately, there are some stuff that they cannot do 3x with because it becomes a hell of a lot of numbers. But now that they were able to hit third anniversary,
まあ僕らゲームを開発してからここまで至るまでに比較スタートしてからもうなんだかんだで開発3年運営3年6年ぐらい、2年半から3年ぐらい開発してるんで、まあそれぐらいです。まあいわゆる
it's been about 6 years since they've been working on this game.
時間が同じぐらいになってきたと。
Before the start of the game, they worked about 3 years on the game itself.
また再スタートを切るいいタイミングになってるなと思っています。
So he feels like right now it is almost as if it's like a new phase they are getting into, like a new start for the game. Like from here on out as well, they are sort of seeing this as a new start line to do things that will make players even happier with things like presents and other stuff. And of course, improving the playability of the game. He's sure that players have noticed when the game came out until now, there's been a lot of things that has been changed for the playability of the game. So he hopes that people will see this, the growth of the game, and have players who have left the game at one point to please come back and check out the game as well and to see all the progress they've made.
コメントで言われちゃうんですけど、そんなことは絶対させないつもりですし、我々としては
So there's something he said they will never do, but I kind of missed it. But one thing he wants to stress is this is a game that bears the name of Final Fantasy. So it's a game that they will continue to build and grow, to be a title befitting of the series. So earlier, with regards to Camilo and Elshirel, there's some developments between Camilo and Elshirel in part 3 of the story, or the main story. The development will be, right now, how close they are right now, physically, that is kind of the closeness you can expect to see in part 3 of the main story. So please look forward to those developments. As for 4th year, moving towards the 5th year, bunch of stuff that they are looking forward to, that they are working hard to proceed on. So thank you everyone for your support. Finally, King Leonis. It's been a long stream. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. But come to think of it, it's already the 3rd anniversary. During the 1st year, there were a bunch of things I wanted to say, but I can't really say. I'm remembering them now all of a sudden. So, for example, the response from players have changed quite a lot, and every year there's been changes and things. It feels like the current progress is like a progress that everyone has sort of moved together with. And as a result, everyone is able to have this celebration now. Moving towards the 4th year as well. And he hopes that the players will continue to give their support. Thank you, everyone. And that was the closing from... Skyfire asks, is your throat dying? Yeah, I've been... I'm not supposed to drink a lot of water by doctor's orders. But yeah, my throat is dying. Still, this was a lot of fun. I just hope that I didn't screw up the audio balance too bad. Because I literally cannot hear the audio balance because my microphone is hooked up to my headset. So everything I say, I'm hearing it on top of whatever they're saying. So I can't tell exactly what the balance is. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I just want to see if there's any questions, important questions I missed out before we close off tonight's stream. Later on, as I mentioned, later on I will be doing a recap video first, and then go have my dinner and come back and do a recap thread on Reddit. And of course, this weekend as well, I'll be working on a bunch of World of Visions videos. There'll be something on Skahal. There's something in the works for Alaya. And also, I actually tried to make something for the Elemental tier list thing, but I just didn't have enough time before the start of this stream. So it's something I'm gonna, work on as well. So if those things sound like something that you might be interested in, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel, and I guess I will see you guys next time. Cecile says, is the chocobo pooping weeds? Chris Matt says, can you translate the slides for the reincarnation system as a separate post for Reddit? I'll think about that. I'll try to make as good an effort to make that clear as much as I can. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see. Maria, you say, so beautiful. I think I'm gonna pull on Rafu just to hear her voice. Zara says, yeah, the starting power level for beginners is pretty good right now. It's just rainbow teams, but that's normal. Ripple says, you need to drink some 100 cost water. Yes, I do. 100 yen water. Mindful Nation say, thanks for the translation. Thank you for the stream. It was fun. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone for dropping by and watching the stream with me. So, yeah. For some of the final details that I'll, maybe that I didn't... I think there were some small details that I didn't manage to catch earlier as well. But fret not. In the recap video, I'll have them in as well. So stay tuned for that. And I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna go get some water. Thanks everyone again, and see you guys next time.